The dawn of civilization. Primitive. Dangerous. Exciting. The handwriting is on the wall. If the human race is ever going to amount to anything, it needs
the most civilized caveman I have ever seen.
Look who's come out of his cave.
Hey everyone, this is James from Cave Dweller Music. I've got Brendan with me as usual. Today we have the guys from Afghan Haze and When the Deadbolt Breaks. Thanks for joining us.
Hello.
Thanks for having us, yeah.
What up, Aaron?
What's up, John?
Hello, buddy.
Hey, dudes.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
Hello, everybody.
So just for everyone listening, do you want to let us know who we've got here and what you play in each band?
Who wants to go first?
What do you say?
Alphabetical order.
Yeah, alphabetical order. Good luck there. We'd spend a half hour trying to figure that one out.
I was advised to be no math tonight.
Yeah, I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm out.
All right, this is Randall. I play drums for Afghan Haze.
John, I do the vocal.
Eric, I play bass.
And John, I play guitar.
There you have it.
That's Afghan
Yeah,
Haze.
that's
That's us
us.
four. Handsome young lads.
There's no one else here. Got the pizza and beer.
No more pizza.
This is Aaron from When the Deadbolt Breaks. I do guitar and vocals.
This is Rob. I play drums.
And I'm Steve. I play keyboards.
Woo!
Charlie's with us in spirit, but he's not here now.
Show the other
Where's
night.
Charlie? What the heck, man?
You guys had a sick show the other night.
Dipping in.
Thanks, man. You guys
Yeah, you
too.
guys.
Seriously. Hell yeah.
You did.
Thank
That
you.
was fun. It was cool to meet you guys too. That was a lot of fun. Like
That
been
place is cool, man.
listening to the music for a while, and then we did this whole collaboration with Charity Sampler, and it was really cool to just be able to like thank you guys in person and see you all and really get to dive into the scene and listen to you guys just like fucking grind it out, and it was awesome. It was so much fun.
Oh yeah, thank you, man. We weren't really sure what to expect being a new club as far as like with metal type things, and got a bunch of loud bands on the bill, so I wasn't sure if it was going to get shut down pretty quick or what, but it went really well, and it was a fucking really good show. We had a lot of fun.
Great time.
Yeah.
That place has an oddly good room.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It looks
it
like
definitely does.
But it sounds awesome.
Yeah, it was great. It was a lot of fun. It was the first time that I've ever been there.
Yeah.
It was only our
Same.
It was only our first time too.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Started there.
That was delicate.
Nice. Yeah, it was. I definitely see some more shows going on there. That'd be a lot of fun.
Definitely.
Yeah, Joaquin, he sets them up there, and he's planning on. It was kind of a test run, like the past, like last weekend. Our neighbors band played there. Murder Monday. They're a good like death. I don't, what do you call them? Like death metal, something
Like a death
They're
core-
fucking
death
yeah,
heavy
like
fucking
deathcore.
metal. They're hard as fuck.
Yeah.
They put on a really good show.
Yeah, so they played there last weekend. There was a really good turnout last weekend too. So hopefully things keep going on there. It would be really rad.
Yeah. No, I think it would be a ton of fun.
I would go there to hang and see a show at any time. Just any show.
That's sweet, dude.
Especially
That's
for
sweet.
the Cougars.
Oh, roar, sir.
Them Cougars rolling up on Eric and I.
Well, at
Hold
my
on.
age, the Cougars are kind of
Retract those claws.
I don't know if I'm in that demographic anymore.
That's fine. So you guys had some albums out recently. Afghan Haze with Nihilistic Stoner Hymns. And When the Deadbolt Breaks, you guys had Until It All Collides, the remix. That was amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, good album.
Yes.
Are you guys excited to get out there and play your new music since COVID fucked everything up?
Yeah, we have a couple shows booked. We've got 2 new records coming out. We have 2 new When the Deadbolt Breaks records coming out this year on 2 different labels. So hopefully, if things don't get shut down again, we can do these shows. We're playing the Maryland Doom Festival in October, so we're definitely excited to get back out there and keep doing it.
Nice. Are you able to touch on your new albums coming out?
Yeah. What do you want to know?
Anything. Like, who are you got? What do you got? Is it EPs, LPs?
Yeah. So originally, like during the pandemic, while everything was shut down, we ended up writing 9 new songs, and then we did a cover of a Doors tune, a second Doors tune actually. So we took those and we started shopping them around, and we didn't even stop to think that really it's too long for one record. So we got picked up by Argonauta Records out of Italy.
Okay.
And they wanted to do one LP to start, kind of see how that goes. So we looked at it. We're like, well, that's really all we could fit was 5 songs on it. So we had a whole nother 5 songs. We're trying to figure out what we wanted to do with those. And we decided to shop it around to other labels. And we got picked up by Electric Talon Records out of Pennsylvania. So what we're doing is it's almost like a part 1 and part 2 of one album, really. So it's called As Hope Valley Burns is the album that's coming out on Argonauta, and that's going to be on vinyl and digital. And then As Hope Valley Burns, the Eulogy is coming out on Electric Talon on CD and digital. So it's almost like a double disc, but we didn't want to do the double disc because we felt like it was kind of cumbersome. So this is a better way for us to do it, more unique, I guess.
Okay. So we got to pick it up from both record labels to kind of get the whole kit and caboodle.
Yeah, and it's not necessarily it's not like a concept album, it's not a story or anything like that. But both we split it up, so both albums are definitely very unique. So we just felt it was like I said, it was a more unique way for us to go about doing it instead of doing a double disc, blowing all your load at once.
We're the Peter North of doom metal.
That's fucking awesome. God damn. You better quote that somewhere. If not, I will.
That is awesome. So hopefully around late fall, mid-fall, they'll be out. Vinyl pressing plants are pretty backed up right now, so it's kind of a waiting game at this point. Okay.
We'll be able to catch it digitally before things arrive.
Maybe. I'm not really sure exactly what they're planning. I know, as far as from the Eulogy record, we are going to be releasing one song, at least for streaming, early September. So.
Do you guys know if Electric Talon was the label that put out Wax Mechanics last year? Because it sounds familiar. I think they're the guys that put that album out.
I believe it's the same label, yeah.
Okay, cool. Awesome.
Yeah, it's a small label from Pennsylvania. Steven from Stone Eye actually runs it.
Okay.
They've got a really good attitude. They've got a really good game plan. So it just, between both labels, it seemed like it was a good plan to go with.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And what about you guys from Afghan Haze? What's coming up for you with your new album?
Well, what we originally planned was we were going to try and do like 2 full-length LPs for our next release, just to be like, haha, we got that many songs. But that didn't end up happening due to things on my end. But I guess what we were going to do now is we're going to do a few EPs and a full length. In what order, I do not know. But we have artwork already for one of them, so we're ready.
We're underway right now to do an EP pretty soonish.
Yeah, very soonish. Yeah, so we'll have at least like 4 more tracks coming out now. Well, in the near future, and then stoners.
So that'd be the EP first.
I don't do that. That stuff's bad for your health. But
too, because we've been jamming.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff.
We just wrote 3 more songs.
That's awesome.
We got.
Is that
like
a result?
I'm sorry. 4-song EP. Bang that out, and then after that, we'll do an album. I mean, just keep writing.
Play shows.
Simple. Play shows. Keep writing. Make what albums.
Yeah.
Keep rolling.
Are those going to be independent, or are you going to go try and find a label for those?
ourselves. Do it ourselves.
Yeah.
I tried shopping around stuff to people and I get frustrated really quickly. So I said, fuck that. Someone else wants to deal with it. Go right the fuck ahead. If not, just fucking put it out ourselves. Because I can't have patience. Like, hey man, you like this album? You don't get back. I'm like,
somebody knocks on our band room door.
I don't have the patience. We'll just do it. We're trying to put it ourselves.
Talk us into it, but yeah.
No, but like the more music we make, the just more experience we get with just like talking to people, meeting people, recording.
Yeah.
Do you remember when we first met, Eric?
I do.
Yeah, so do I.
Yeah.
Can you tell us?
We were special. It was like a buzz in the air.
Yeah.
It's the only way
I walked in the room, Randall was in the room, and here we are now.
Yeah. Yep. The rhythm section was born on that day.
You're missing.
Was it like in the summertime or the spring? Like what happened? When?
Summertime. How do we want to approach this? Which way do we want?
It was back summertime.
It was in the fall.
It was in the fall.
It's a very ominous night.
He was wearing a
nothing.
Probably a flannel.
Nothing. I was wearing a hooded sweatshirt.
This is
pullover.
Well, it's all true, but this is 100% true. I had a cooler of Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Yeah,
we went to that practice space, like where
spas. Way out in.
We were doing
where the hell was it? Oh yeah. That was the first time. Yeah.
That story sucked.
Yeah. I hate your stories. Nobody wants to hear your stories. No one's gonna.
But it's funny, like I bumped into Randall over like the next couple of years,
like literally bumped into me. It was like, holy shit, dude! Wow, we're both getting Kraft macaroni and cheese at the fucking.
You like macaroni and cheese too? Holy shit!
There's a little penis touching in there.
No,
yeah. We touched it.
Mine is a little.
Yeah.
Chips.
Yeah. Clean up on aisle 9.
Yeah. Yep. Here it comes.
The fucking robot won't shut up. These fucking guys.
All right. You want to know something for real?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Now let's get real.
So what were we talking about again?
Well, yeah.
Did we veer off?
It was how you guys came to be.
Oh, them two, or just as a band?
Well, it started right there. It started
there with that first embrace.
That's the beginning. And then, so me and Tube Toucher were in a band together, and John came out to see it. And then,
the Cro-Mag show when you guys were playing with the Cro-Mag.
Yeah. We were playing in Wolfhead.
Yeah.
Me and Randall were playing in Wolfhead.
Yep, that was band.
Randy's been asking for a while to start a band up. I'm a stoner, so I procrastinated. Eventually ran into them at the Cro-Mag show.
I got kicked out.
Eventually,
I got kicked out. It was the first time I ever met him. I was like, I just met your boy.
Yeah. No, we just got together and just jammed, and that's just how we started the band. And that's how we just write songs, just jam.
It started.
We've all known each other since
we wanted to do like
some
stoner rock, like something different, some doom, and
just some heavy metal.
But like with the four of us together, it just became something else, and it's great.
Yeah, it's like that. Like
we just come here, drink beer, smoke, and then like some music happens.
Hell yeah!
I left. They might ask me to leave now,
but just put your clothes back on. It'll be all right.
Oh,
dude, it's hot in here, dude.
I'm sorry.
What the hell are you doing to us?
We had to take the industrial fan off so we could hear this.
What about you guys? How did When the Deadbolt Breaks come to be an entity?
Oh God, the band's technically been around for like about 15 years.
Wow.
Yeah, so we've been through a lot of lineup changes over the years, and part of that is because of touring or actually touring is a huge part of it. Not everybody can really do that, but Rob and actually I'll start at the beginning. Steve and I have known each other since middle school, about middle school, and we played in bands together off and on since then. So during the pandemic, we were trying to figure out, I wanted to get some new stuff out there because it was just had been too long, and Steve had actually done a remix of Floyds Machine a couple of years ago. And I'd been sitting on it because I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do with it. Like I wanted to wait for the right time to release it as like a single or something. So we started talking. I was like, man, what if you took some of our other songs that you liked and remixed those, did the same type of thing? So that's kind of how Until It All Collides, the remixes was born. That's where that whole thing came from.
Gotcha.
So around that same period of time, the bass player and the drummer from Deadbolt had left to do another band, and Rob and Charlie and I had been talking because we were also playing in Sentinel Hill together. And I was like, well, I kind of knew where things were going, so I asked them if they would be interested in joining, and they both said yes. So we started writing and recording around the time the pandemic was happening, and it just came together fucking beautifully. So started thinking about it, and I had asked Steve if he wanted to do some stuff on the new record, and he did his thing, and it came out fucking great. So we decided to make this the thing. So that's kind of how this version of Deadbolt was born, really.
Nice.
Hey, are you guys all there, or is it just you?
It's Rob and Steve are here. Charlie's not.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. What's up, guys?
Not fucking pay attention.
Does that mean I'm talking too much?
What's up,
We're
guys?
just in awe of Aaron. So
Yeah. Nah, I
Take it
when
for the room.
when I saw you guys set up, I was just like, holy shit, dude! Like, this guy's like pedal board is taller than I am. I'm a short dude, but like I was like, fuck, man, wow. And then like watching you guys like play, it was just like, this is technical as shit, and it's fucking awesome. Like it's cool to see how it's all put together. Like I said, like, oh man, it was cool. It's really cool.
No, I appreciate that. I mean, I have a problem as far as gear goes, so that's why I have so many pedals.
Dude, that pedal board was sick.
That's right. No, we I don't know. I mean, like, we've been working on it pretty hard, so especially for the first show with the brand new lineup, I mean, I felt pretty good about it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
We're all pretty proud of how it came out.
it sounded amazing, and like I've listened to, I think, put down just about everything you guys have on Bandcamp, and Angels Are Welcome. God Is Abandoned. Like, oh yeah, I listened to that a few, like probably 10 times since I saw you guys, and I was like, wow, this is really good shit, man. It's fucking good.
The new record, I think, is gonna, like, if you like the older stuff, I think the new record is gonna blow you away. I mean, with Rob's drumming, I mean, we were able to get back to kind of the earlier stuff and add those blast beats back in, and add some more of that aggression back in there. So the new
Energy.
record, yeah, I mean, the new record is just, it's got a mix of fucking everything, man. It's
Yeah.
good.
When Aaron and I were doing a lot of the writing, that was one of the things that I wanted to do, was go back to the earlier days of the Deadbolt stuff, when it was really heavy and really aggressive. Try to mix it up with the newer, more ambient kind of stuff.
I was gonna say psychedelica.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So there's a really, really good mix of both of that in here now. I mean,
Sometimes in the same song even.
yeah.
Yeah.
That shit was gnarly the other night, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, that's all I had. No, like
I appreciate that.
well, you guys were insane. I mean,
Yeah. Oh, it's fun to see.
no, Afghan Haze, you guys were insane. That was an experience.
Fucking loud.
Oh, just glorious.
Oh,
They keep pushing my earplugs in, and I was like, well, they keep popping out, and I'm like, motherfucker, I'm gonna die.
I try to put them in my plate. It doesn't laugh.
What is he saying?
Yeah. Nah, it's awesome. And yet again, like when like people like just like hear loud music or like aggressive music or metal in general, and they just like don't understand, and like when you see it live and you can see all the components like coming together, it's really fucking awesome. It's like you got drummer pounding, you know, and then you got, you know, just fucking the power of John, the vocalist, right?
Yeah, man.
It's just like it's like a roaring kind of like dying bear. I don't know how else to describe it. Like, it's fucking awesome.
Pretty fucking cool. I'll take that. I mean, I don't sing, but if I did, I'd be like, yeah, roaring dying bear.
Yeah, it's like you got like the breath, and it's just like, oh, and like it comes out, and it's just fucking good, dude. It's punchy. It's like, it's really good,
like
man.
John, like he hibernates. He's so quiet, and then like he plays, and it's just like fucking like, holy shit.
Yeah.
This is the beast, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for real, for real.
Freedom. Just
that's like, what 90-hour work week will do you.
yeah. He's got a little ace in the hole. He's got sleep deprivation.
There you go. So you got like you just like wake up like after 2 hours of sleep, and you're like, oh, I should just go to work. Let's go.
For another
let's go
12 hours.
Let's go do it. Now you gotta throw down somehow, man.
Dude, that's
get it out there.
That's a good fucking point, man. I didn't even realize that. Like when we practice, John's like on like multiple 12-hour days.
Keeps it
always in
all
his
day.
work clothes.
I don't know how he does it, really.
You know.
Good for you, bro.
Yeah. You gotta have some fun somewhere.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, right. If you're like, you know, just grinding all day, you definitely gotta have fun, man. Otherwise, like, you know, shit just is fucking terrible.
Yeah. Yeah, you asked how the band started. Like, yeah, me, Randy, and Harrison started, you know, jamming, and then then John came around, and it was just like, that's it.
He was like, hey, I got 3 hours of sleep last night. Let's go.
We hadn't gotten that. I was like, this dude's good. I hope he's not sleep deprived. Turns out he was. We're working through it.
Work in progress.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely cool. Like, I know, so I've been, you know, always into local music and diving into the scenes, and like, and it's really cool to be able to like actually get in there and have a really cool music scene in Connecticut, you know?
Yeah, that's the shit.
Dude, it's awesome. It really is.
Hey, wait, I got for you.
Ooh, what a twist! Da, 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 da. Holy shit! Go before we forget to go.
You guys come to me. What's Cave Dweller?
What's Cave Dweller? So basically, that was started last year during COVID. It was just like a kind of joke thing a friend and I made as a group, just a place to share music with our friends. And then bands started kind of reaching out to us and be like, hey, can we share our stuff in here? Said, sure. Agreed. We made a page to match it. And 1 year later, we have a website and all this stuff. We got 14,000 viewers in our first 12 months on the website as of last week. So that was a big milestone for us. Brendan actually was someone I met through the group we made. We didn't actually know each other until last year, and now he helps us run it, my friend Matt and I. So, yeah, it's just this thing that kind of just happened.
How we met. You're obviously now Ricky Stone.
No, that's the same.
We stumbled across the fucking answer.
I thought we were prolific. You guys.
Very good. That was
more
good.
proper than
That was
you do.
good. That was good. Like,
We totally cut you off. I'm sorry.
I don't know what we're doing.
No, it's all good. Was that your question?
You guys like.
Yeah, I remember like I basically was surfing around the internet, and I was like, hey, found these guys' page, which was originally called Not Your Grandfather's Music. And I was like, what the fuck is this? All right, I'll join up and see. And there's like, you know, description, like, we're like, you know, heavy music, blah, 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 blah. No Monster Energy bands. And I'm like, all right, I respect that. Like, let's see what's going on. And then I was like, I'm gonna post this band. I'm gonna post this band and like see what's going on. And then next thing you know, it was just like awesome responses and just it was just all positive, you know. So here we are.
Yeah. I mean, we like Brendan as well because he had that positive energy, and like the one thing we always make sure we do is we don't waste our time writing negative reviews. I mean, there's so much good music out there and there's so many bands that you can support. Why would you take like an hour out of your day to trash someone's art? You know what I mean? I just don't see the point in that personally.
I totally respect that. Like, I don't understand negative reviews either, but that's awesome. I like
Yeah,
that.
it's easy to be like, hey, you know, you can share your work in our group or this and that, and like, well, you know, it's just not what we want to cover right now.
Yeah.
It's just, or, you know, and we're not about like not promoting bands or whatnot, but at the same time, it's like when you're kind of falling in that category of Monster Energy bands, and you're like, well, like, you know, it is what it
That's
is.
another personal taste on our end, though. We're just not into that.
Right,
Like,
of course. And that's why we like that Cave Dweller, that dissonant, like Knuckle Dragon riffage, just like, you know.
I mean, we don't just cover metal. We're about like a lot of other genres as well, but it's just, whatever we like really is what the group is. But yeah, I mean, to your point, Aaron, I've never understood negative reviews either. There's so little time in the week. I cover, we get 200 emails a week from bands asking for coverage. We cover like 10 out of the 200 because the time constraints, having jobs and stuff.
Yeah,
I'm not going to waste that time saying, well, this album sucked.
Yeah, I mean, like even like with movies, I mean, usually if I see a negative rating on movies, I mean, you know, opinions are so subjective. So those are usually the movies that I like the best, anyways.
Yeah,
right.
But I mean, yeah, I agree, man. It's better to uplift and support, you know. And luckily, Deadbolt's never had I don't think we've ever had a negative review because people sometimes don't even really know what to like or hate about it, you know, because there's so much weird shit that happens.
This made me think.
So we've been kind of lucky with that, you know. But I've seen, you know, negative reviews about, you know, other bands, and I'm just like, what the fuck is the point? Like, it's just such a dick move, you know. So
yeah, I agree.
But wait, let me. My original question that I was going to ask you. So you don't like Five Finger Death Punch? Is that the thing?
No, I'm not a fan.
I just want to know where I stand in this whole thing.
Yeah, no, we're not fans. None of the Cave Dweller team are fans.
I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I
Unless it's Limp Bizkit.
A friend of mine had free tickets to fucking Limp Bizkit and Godsmack and asked me to go, and I was like, fuck no. And he's like, dude, I'll buy you beer. So I was like, okay, fine. So I went, I drank and got really fucking drunk. Godsmack was fucking terrible. And then Five Finger Death Punch was expectedly terrible, but the dude spoke for fucking like 15 minutes in between every single song, and it was just
about
like
God or something.
No, just about himself and about how powerful he is, and you know, we will not be let down. Like, I don't know, just dumb shit. And I was just like, shut the fuck up already, man. Two of my least favorite bands, so I respect that as well.
I always expect, like with a Five Finger Death Punch thing, like military recruiters to come after the show and be like, all right, who wants to sign up to the U.S. military?
That's awesome.
Yeah, who wants Monster Energy drink and a, you know, what?
Yeah. Who wants to hear cover songs done by a band that's out of doing original music?
I do. One of our riders actually genuinely loves Limp Bizkit and owns their albums on vinyl. So there is one in our team that is a huge Limp Bizkit fan.
I was trying to be positive about Limp Bizkit.
You know, like I was never a fan, but like I went back and I watched one of the most recent concerts or whatever, and I'm still not a fan, but I mean, they actually did really fucking well. I was like, holy shit, this isn't like, I don't hate it, but I'm still not a fan, you know? Like,
yeah, I think I was in probably 8th grade, 7th or 8th grade when that they dropped that album, $3 Bill Y'all.
Yeah.
And as you know, getting into music, heavy music, I was like, you know, punk rock and all that fun stuff, and getting into hardcore music, and you know, getting into the straight edge scene at that point in my life. And like, I was like, Limp Bizkit is like, what? There was the what's fucking Faith. You got to have faith. Fucking George Michael cover. Yeah. So you got George Michael, right? And you're just like, all right, you know, you're like. For me, I was like, what?
All right, because they covered that.
7th, 8th grade, like, or like, you know what I mean? Like, I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. And then like, I don't know. After that, I was like, no. Like, we gotta, like, there's so many cool bands out there. We can't pay attention to this.
Trying to say, are you saying you did not do it for the nookie?
Young one. You know what? I honestly, I'm more on like that Cookie Monster wave. Like, I did it all for the cookie, bro.
the Nookie. I always remember when I was in school as well, because I'm younger than Brendan, was when they brought out that Chocolate Starfish album, and there was that part in that song that everyone who was like 11 thought was badass, where they're like, if I say fuck one more fucked up time, there's 36 fucks in this fucked up rhyme, and everyone who's like 11's like, oh.
The only thing I liked about that album is the name Chocolate Starfish. It's kind of funny.
Yeah. I'd rather the Leather Terrio. I think it's a better option.
I will say, I'm not going to write off new metal entirely, because I will say that I am unashamedly a Korn fan. I genuinely love Korn, and I used to do the earlier stuff on a regular basis. I think they're one of the bands that really stood out from that period.
Yeah, you recommended an album for me to listen to, and I did, and it wasn't 100% terrible, and I don't remember the name.
Issues. That's my favorite album. That's my favorite Korn album.
Yeah, the first record they did was it was so good. It still is. I saw them on that tour at the Sting in New Britain, which is this tiny little place. And it was Marilyn Manson, Korn, and Danzig, and nobody really knew who Marilyn Manson was at the time, so they were walking around the audience in drag, and everybody was fuck these guys. But I remember the whole show was pretty fucking good. But yeah, that first Korn record was actually really good.
Yeah, it's pretty raw. That one's it hits hard, that album.
Yeah, I remember that one being good, and then I was after that, I didn't know what happened. I don't know.
The thing about them that I like, they've never really cared about staying within the metal genre. They've always kind of brought outside influence. They've had some pop stuff, and then there's some electronic stuff in there, and they never really cared about sticking to one sound or being metal. You know what I mean? I kind of respect that to some extent.
They were heavy. They liked being heavy, and that's what we could all get around, I guess.
Okay, so you guys, what about both bands? What got you into heavy music? What were the bands that broke you guys into the scene?
Barry Manilow, the Carpenters.
I'm writing that down as Barry Manilow. Okay, I'm going to look him up.
Yeah, first record that got me into music was Def Leppard, Pyromania.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's the first record that got me into music. So that I'm stopped playing music. As far as what I play, I guess Integrity and Bolt Thrower and shit like that. New York hardcore, mix and match of everything. But the first record ever, Def Leppard, Pyromania.
Hell yeah!
Awesome.
Heard of them, but they're pretty fucking good.
That album fucking sucks.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
You know what? When I was a kid, I did get that record. For me, it was Iron Maiden.
Which one? Oh, sorry.
Iron Maiden.
Killers.
Tell him, don't
Killers?
tell me.
Wow. Iron Maiden Killers for Eric there.
That's beautiful.
They're Rich.
Yo.
We got Rich with us now.
So Rich sings for Murder Monday.
Yeah, he just hopped in.
Just
We're neighbors.
Well, we hang out.
Heard.
Welcome.
For me, he probably Pantera.
Yeah, nice, dude. Yeah. So then,
Vulgar Display of Power was fucking.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
That was when
I don't
I
have
was
to say that out loud.
14, going to keg parties in the woods.
Yeah, exactly. That's awesome.
Well, for me, it was like my punk rock hardcore friends like this metal band, and it was kind of like crossover.
Yeah,
in a way.
That was agnostic pronoun after one voice.
Dude, that was 91, 92.
All right, we're holding these guys up. All right, go on. Who else is next?
I know me personally was the first Black Sabbath record, 100%.
Yeah, well, I grew up worshiping Pink
Black
Floyd.
Sabbath.
Their early stuff only, like Dark Side of the Moon, I can't stand, and everything after that was just rubbish. But for me, I liked 80s power metal, so Hellstar, Halloween, all that biz. But what really got me into the sludge is Neurosis.
Yeah, fucking Neurosis.
That was Through Silver and Blood was mind altering.
Yeah.
Did you ever catch them in New Haven at the tune-in when they had the screen back of them playing?
I've seen them a shitload of times. I never saw them at the tune-in, but I think the first 4 or 5 times I saw them, they were doing the videos, but then The last couple times they stopped doing that. So, but it's still like it's still the same fucking just aggressive.
Dude, I just walked into a show. I don't remember which one, but like they were playing. I think they were headlining, and it was just fucking sick.
Yeah, the first time I saw him was the Contamination tour. I don't know if you guys remember that at all. It was that Relapse Records or one of those? It was Contamination tour. So it was Today Is the Day, Unsane, Neurosis. There was all these fucking bands in the Clinton Gymnasium in Clinton, Massachusetts. And I'd never seen Neurosis before. And like all the bands are going on. Unsane played a fucking 10-minute set, which is brutal. And by the time Neurosis went on, everybody just calmed down and quieted down. They just like were mesmerized by everything they were fucking doing. It was just
yeah.
Yeah, probably one of the fucking top 10 bands ever. They're like the modern day Pink Floyd. They're fucking amazing.
I saw them at college like a couple of years ago.
For me, that Times of Grace was my first introductory to Neurosis.
Yeah, it's a good one.
It is fucking really good. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, oh, getting into all that heavy music and this and that. And I was like, oh, wow, what's this? That came out like 98, 99. Like,
yeah.
We got some of that too.
Did you ever do that thing where you play Grace by Tribes of Nurot and Times of Grace together at the same time?
Hell yeah, I did it.
No.
Yeah, they match up. It's like, so the Flaming Lips did the same thing, but the Flaming Lips had a 4 CD set that was supposed to go together, and you play all 4 at the same time. But Tribes of Nurot, which is basically Neurosis guys, Grace and Times of Grace, if you play them at the same time, it's like they coincide together. It's really fucking neat. So
no shit.
Yeah, we got my ex and I one night got really fucked up, and we just like sat back in a car like on the side of the highway, and we had one in a boombox and the other was in the stereo of the car. And it's quite a fucking experience.
Yes.
I was gonna say, is this on YouTube yet or what? Like,
I'm sure. Like, I combined them myself through like Cakewalk or something years ago, but I'm sure you can find it. It's just both bands. They released a record that kind of coincides together.
You got to do like a mashup and release it. Let's do it.
The first time John, our guitarist here in Afghan Haze, and I saw Neurosis was at a abandoned roller skate rink in Enfield, Connecticut. And today was the opener, and it was raining, and you could skateboard on the slick ass floor.
Yeah.
And do power slides forever.
Green Day and Neurosis. Imagine that. That's
Holy
fucking
shit. Yeah. Power slides and bomb drops.
Yeah, well, they
It was pretty fun. They were fucking wild as fuck.
Teeny boppers kicking around.
That's when they had the dreads. They were still
nobody there. It's just like us. There's nobody there.
There was like
Chased everybody away.
Neurosis, Green Day, us, and that's about it. But it was
maybe 20, 30 people there.
If you told me this morning I was going to hear that story,
well, Green Day is like our buddy who was cousins with Billy Joe from Green Day, so which made it even more. More eventful night.
Stop lying.
It made it more intimate.
Yeah, it was cool.
Rollerblades.
Yeah, I brought my rollerblade.
Yeah,
And we
skate
went on
backwards into the guys from Green Day. Were like, ooh, yeah, guys from Green Day.
We shot the duck.
They were like, you have the time.
We shot the duck together.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, we got Josh here from Versa now too.
Hi.
The crowd
have a
keeps
sick
growing on
practice
this side
spot.
over here. Sorry,
A
guys.
whole bunch of bands in our practice spot.
Yeah.
So we just keep rolling.
We all
Yeah.
share a space here.
It's a beautiful
well-
thing.
Welcome to
Do you guys do like a ton of collaborations? Like, or do you guys share a bunch of members?
Sorry?
Your collaborations, like you got all your practice space, and you guys all kind of know each other. Like, have you like all done like a big kind of group thing together yet, or no?
Orgy, but like nothing musical.
We've also done a group.
Shit, that's all for OnlyFans or
OnlyFans.
No.
We get high and drunk. together.
John, don't get embarrassed.
That's about how it goes.
Well, then, if ever anyone was in need for a band member to like fill in or do whatever, like, of course.
Eric,
And now we're gonna touch tips.
Josh, how
Jesus
did you,
Christ,
Josh,
that's
they
so
were asking
big.
earlier how people got into like doom metal and metal in general. Come closer, please.
I feel like
Touching the tips. Well, I got a question for both bands.
Josh is saying bath over here. That's a good one.
Acid, what was it? Acid bath?
Yeah. Josh is
Right.
where he is today.
It's like it's one of those bands where they kind of broke up right after two perfect albums.
they weren't happy about that actually. The label did that.
Oh yeah, well they're
was that Rotten Records?
killed by a drunk driver.
The band seems to have some drama, but like
Could be in
it's
there.
still fucking good. It's just
I'll
so
take
fucking
I
good.
Hate God though.
Yeah, I hate God rules, dude.
Fuck yeah. I Hate God is
Oh, look at those.
Church of Misery.
and boobies.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
1 million per student.
Hello.
How you doing over there?
Boy. So when
We're looking at porn.
when the
British
Deadbolt
porn.
breaks,
We're looking at British porn.
when's the
dude.
next guy? What's the next time you guys are playing?
At this point, we're playing on 31st at 33 Golden with Yatra and High Reaper, I think.
Yeah, I'm going.
Should be
That's
good.
a good show.
That's
Yeah,
a fucking
Yatra,
really
they're
good
a great
show.
band.
Yatra,
Yeah,
Yatra's
we played with both of them at South by Southwest in Texas. So but that was actually my first time seeing them, and they both put on fucking excellent shows. So
Yeah.
in a small club like 33, it should be a pretty good show.
Hell yeah!
Aaron,
It's
do you know where from?
Oh, DC area.
Okay.
They're-
What's that?
I said, do you know where Yatra's from? Randall said DC.
yeah, around that area.
I'll go with that.
Yeah, I think it's Maryland somewhere. I'm not really positive where.
Dude, that band
I
is
don't know
so
my Maryland.
that band is so good. That band
Yeah,
is
they
so
are there. Yep.
Where's that? Is real.
Parts unknown.
Yo, the Green Bastard, part unknown.
That's Trailer Park Boys.
I know.
Brendan, I think you said you had a question just before.
Oh, what was you guys most awkward show moment that you guys had?
Not really. Like every time.
I've got
That's
a
not
couple.
embarrassing. It's just natural. I don't know what the fuck.
I've got a couple, but I played on a big stage once, and I had I want to say a 50-foot cable. It was probably like 20, and like I just finally like got room to like move around. Just like pulled it right out of my fucking amp. So I was like looking cool, playing. And then you think scrambling, like,
There was
where's this
empty
fucking thing?
bass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, oh, look at you coming to
Fucking
your
rock and roll.
I would guess. I think my most embarrassing time is the time that Eric was making sexual advances to me while we were trying to play.
I was trying to
And it
keep
was really
time.
weird.
I was trying to
just
keep
really,
time.
Really weird. That's what I'm going with that. Harrison, what do you say?
But see, you black out drunk. I told you pelvic thrust means like 1, 2, 3, 4.
I get up there, I play. That's it.
Yeah, I don't really have any
I forget
embarrassing
something, I
ones. I
forget
mean, I
something.
guess the only awkward and
He's
shitty
being
one is
shy.
when you
Harrison
go to
has
fucking
mad
sing and
moments.
your chord, like the chord that they provide you with is fucking shit.
Yeah.
You
You start sounding like Mr.
You're like, dude, what the
Roboto.
fuck, bro? And you know, it's not your fault because it's the fucking sound guy. It's like, dude, I need a new chord, bro.
Josh, what do you think, man? What's your most embarrassing time?
Yeah, I'm saying I never am embarrassed.
Josh
He's a
is never
confident
embarrassed.
motherfucker.
Let's just
He's a
put that in the
confident
record.
I just close my eyes and never like look at anybody.
Yeah, there we go.
Go now and look up. What about you
Nice.
guys? Let's hear it.
Yeah. Was it
When
when
are
your
you
penis
most?
fell off?
Where are you most embarrassed in your? You know.
Yeah.
It was when
in
the
your
penis
podcast
fell off. I'm
moments?
sure.
Well, my most awkward experience was I was in a 80s hair metal cover band out west, and we did a show with this guy. We brought him in, and he did
What did he do?
I beg your pardon?
What did he do in the band? Sing?
No, this guy, he brought like a 16-track digital recorder with him everywhere he went. He played guitar and he sang, and he did like Metallica cover tunes and all this other stuff, basically by himself. And we brought him along for one of our shows. And you know, we were a cover band, so we were playing to packed houses and stuff because everybody wanted to hear 80s hair metal. It was, you know, Guitar Hero was just coming out. Everybody was into it. And this guy was like, oh, I'm going to get you one of my shows. I'm going to get you guys on one of my shows. And we said, okay, cool. So he brought us out to Colton, California, which if you've ever been there.
Nope.
Well, their biggest industry is they make live cast horse dildos. And so that is an interesting story.
For artificial horse insemination or?
No, for pleasure. And so he brought us out there, and we got to the venue, and there was literally no one there. Like usually you're playing for the other bands in a case like that, but in this case it was just this one awkward dude with a 16-track recorder and a whole fistful of apologies. And we're like, you know, thanks. And so at that point we just stopped halfway through the second set. We were like, you know what, we're just gonna stop and go home. and that I think
that was anyway. I think that was the right thing to do.
Yeah.
How's that dildo treating you, man?
Harrison, were you listening to that? Horse dildos?
Yeah.
So Deadbolt played a festival up in Canada. It was Doom Over Toronto, I think. And we showed up, and we were planning on, we had like an hour and a half before we went on because there was two other bands or whatever. So we get up there, and as soon as we pulled up, we felt like we were a little bit late. The guy's like, oh, the band's canceled. Two of the bands canceled out. Can you guys go on right now? So we're like, fuck yeah. So we just took our shit from the van. We put it right up on stage. And you were talking about the pedal board earlier. And I had a cable that was out. And with that many pedals and that many fucking cables, I had to go through every single one. So now I'm like scrambling and struggling, trying to get through them. Fucking like they're about to turn off the lights. And I still haven't even tuned up yet because I can't get my pedal board to work. So finally, last second, I finally got it to work and we were able to do the show. But it's like, it was 10 minutes of sweating trying to figure out what cable it was that was bad, you know?
It felt like an hour and a half. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it was a big struggle. I'm sweating my ass off because it was probably, I think it was like the middle of August or some shit. It was just, you know, but I still bring the same pedal board around. I just upgraded my cables.
Yeah.
It's like times where every second feels like an hour.
Seriously, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I haven't even had a fucking drink yet. I just pulled in, you know?
Yeah.
For me, I went to a bar like the other night with my wife was like, hey, my best friend's out with her wife. Let's like go out and meet up, blah, blah, blah. So we go to this place. There's supposed to be this band. Like they do a bunch of covers and this and that. And something happened, something similar to them. And, but it was like an hour and a half. And I think they had to get like a board or something. And I was just like, yeah, I'm over it. We're going to go, you know, like it just sucks. Like, so I'm glad like your 10-minute fiasco wasn't like me where I was like legit, like, what are we doing here? Let's go. Like, I'm done. I'm tired. Like, there's nothing going on.
Yeah, like, it could have gone completely south, but I mean, luckily enough, I was able to save it and figure it out, and we played a good set. So it was just the struggle, you know.
Yeah, equipment failures are just rad.
Yeah.
We had a show in. I'm sorry. So sorry. We had a show out west where I was doing keyboards and guitar at the time, and my keyboard was a Roland JX8P, which had a very specific power cable, so you couldn't just grab like a power cable off the shelf and plug it in. And I forgot the power cable, and so I took 2 guitar strings and some gaffer's tape, and I made a power cable out of 2 guitar strings. And if you If you know anything about electronics, which I don't, you realize that what I had done was I made a fuse. And in the middle of my keyboard solo for Jump, so that that part, the motherfucker burst into flames. And I had flames coming out of my keyboard, and everybody thought it was the most rad thing they had ever seen. And I was like, yeah, no, I almost just lit the venue on fire. We almost had Great White on our hands. But thank you.
Jesus.
So equipment failures are fun for everyone.
Oh, yeah.
I saw, the band Septic Flesh.
Oh, yeah.
I saw those guys live a few years back, and the venue, which was was the biggest venue in the city at the time for metal, blew a fuse partway through their set, and the whole grid went down. And it was down for like 15 minutes, and the band was just like awkwardly standing on stage waiting for it to come back online, and that was like super uncomfortable.
Dude, that happened at one of the metal festivals I saw at the Palladium up in Worcester, Mass. The band, I forget what band it was, they were on stage, they were like throwing cassettes out of their, like single cassettes or whatever. And one of the dudes winged it so hard that it hit the fucking soundboard, and the soundboard went out completely. I was like, well, that sucks for you.
He's like, fuck it.
Yeah. Death by cassette tape.
I know.
That's funny. Well, we touched on when the Deadbolt's book and opening up for Yatra and High Reaper, but Afghan Haze has got a show coming up with Churchburn.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's gonna be a lot of fun.
I'm just excited to see Churchburn, man. Holy shit.
Hell yeah! Oh, it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah. I'm happy to hang out that night, play, hang out with those dudes, hang out with who's ever playing, whoever's showing up to like hang.
Whoever's down to hang, you're down to hang with them. Yeah.
Always.
Yeah. Definitely looking forward to it.
Hell yeah!
Yeah, fuck yeah, man. I've been playing for like a year.
Yeah.
So like you guys have all this like new music and all that coming out. Is that all like kind of like a blessing from COVID, or is it like kind of like
matter of COVID was going on or not? We just are constantly writing. I mean, we're just constantly writing. It doesn't matter. It's someone walks out of the room. We have a song by the time someone walks back into the room. It's just we're jamming, we're stoned, we're high, we're drunk, and we just make music. Eric walks back in, or Melnick walks back in, and the singer like, what the hell is that? I don't know. We just made it up. Better fucking record it, and bang, we have a song. So that's just how shit happens. It doesn't matter. COVID, no COVID. I don't AIDS.
Harrison is a risk master.
No, I'm not saying that. It's just come on, man. We just work together, man. I just get stoned. I zone out. I play something. Randy kicks a beat. Eric comes in, plays a badass fucking, funky groovy fucking bass line. Melick zones out, and we have a song.
hell yeah?
It's just natural. We just keep jamming, playing music. It's good. Yep, keep going. There's no real pattern to what we're doing anyways. It's not like we try to do just doom, stoner, whatever the fuck it is. It's whatever feels natural. It could go from a stoner riff to a black metal riff to a hardcore riff to a tripped out thing. There's no real pattern. Just with it, man. So again, it just keep writing. It's just constantly writing. Again, like today, Eric was late for practice. I love you, Eric. It doesn't matter. But we came up with 3 songs. Like we just sit here having beers and drinking. 3 songs, 3 riffs, badass things are written. It's just that's how I like to write, and that's how it works for us. So, that's why our songs are very complex. You're not going to hear an Afghan Haze song like, what did he do? It's pretty easy. I don't go fucking crazy. I know my limitations. I know what I'm doing.
Nice. So with all that going on, so we got The Reality, we got Churchburn, Yatra, and High Reaper. If you guys could open up for like a perfect show, like each band, like who would you want to open up for? Like what's your fucking perfect night, guys?
Dead or alive as well. Any artist.
Yeah. They could be alive, dead. Like let's slow it down.
Let's set the rules. Are these bands that are still around, or are they broken up?
Doesn't matter. I got this.
Ideal. Fantasy, like anything. Like you can do a hologram of a dead musician. The band can be brought back together. Anything. Any band.
Yeah, man.
Go ahead.
The hologram tour.
We here, Afghan Haze, our biggest influence is actually Alanis Morissette. We love
the first album.
Yeah, I
Don't get
mean,
me wrong.
you know,
I love it.
She ought to know. You know,
Destiny song in your mother's car.
Yeah.
If I could play with anybody, Jesus Christ, I got to think about it. Aaron, you go ahead, man. You do this one.
After Alanis
No, I think you said it right there. Jesus Christ. we would open for Jesus Christ.
Oh, the second coming!
I'm kidding.
Great, well played, sir. Why did I not think of that?
No, I think on my side, like, I mean, I'm gonna say Pink Floyd probably. I mean, I don't know. I don't even fucking know. Like, it's it's kind of a heavy question.
It is.
It's heavy.
Fucking Rorschach.
That's a mix.
And then us.
Yeah,
Okay.
Rorschach, huh? Yeah, all right. I was gonna go along the lines of like bolt thrower and integrity, but that's my thing. I'm not gonna go way back to like Jimmy. I mean,
I would
Jesus
like
Christ.
I Hate God. That'd be a cool show.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, that'd be fun. I'm down.
Cool.
All right,
Yeah.
all right. I
That
hate
fits the bill.
or integrity. Doing the first album, Those Appear Tomorrow.
Yes.
And
Seasons the Size of Days will always be one of my absolute favorites.
Yes.
Hell yeah. You're,
All right, that's
you're
all.
in the right room.
Yep. The thing is, in the room with us. We can see him, but they can't see us, John.
No, I know.
Friends from back in the days.
What about you guys, Aaron?
Dude, for me, it would be. You know what? It would be like this.
Oh, hit it.
Spite.
Oh,
Bury Your Dead, and the Acacia Strain.
Bury Your Dead.
Yes, dude. Those guys, I think, for like
Well played.
growing up,
Get out.
I love it. Acacia Strain's so much fun, dude. Like, I love it. I fucking love it.
What do these guys got? What you guys got?
What else? Who else got music? Rob! Drummer, keyboardist. Come on. What do you got?
What do we got?
I think it would be probably Five Finger Death Punch and Godsmack.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I'm not trying to bring everything back full circle, but
It's like a Seinfeld episode. It just turned in on itself.
What about Five Finger Death Punch and Godsmack exclusively playing Limp Bizkit covers?
Oh, dude, I'm so there. I'm in. I'm fucking totally in. As long as they do it all for the nookie, that's all I care about.
Well, I think that's a tough
There
question because you say who do you want to open for, and part of me says, oh yeah, Cult of Luna, totally. But then the other part says, well, I don't want to seem like I suck, so I want someone who really blows to go after me, so that they're like, oh my god, that opening band just killed it and stole this show,
It is. It's a really fucking hard question. I mean, if anything, obviously, Black Sabbath would be fucking great, but at the same time, that would be hard shoes to fill,
Yeah.
Right. We had one guest say that they would flip it and have Michael Jackson's hologram open for them.
Not a bad way to
We
go.
did.
You guys are so
How about Michael Jackson's monkey? I mean,
Bubbles.
Bubbles.
Yeah.
It's bubbles.
I'm blowing bubbles.
Aw.
Didn't you guys all know that clown?
Really?
Bubbles.
Really?
Get over here.
I have one last question for you guys for the night. What is the weirdest lineup that you've seen of bands put together at a live show? Like, when you got there and like, why is this band opening for that, and why are they playing on the same set list?
opened for a Led Zeppelin cover band.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Yeah, it made no fucking sense.
Worst band I ever opened for anybody was fucking band called Gumball. They were horrible. They would always open for Dinosaur Jr. They were horrible.
Yeah, I think when the Cro-Mags opened for Michael Bolton, that's when I kind of had no faith.
I think for me it was probably I saw David Bowie and the Blue Man Group opened up, and I thought that was the weirdest fucking thing.
Wait, what? You sure that wasn't an acid trip?
What's that?
Are you sure that wasn't an acid trip?
No, it was up in the Meadows. It was the Blue Man Group, Moby, and David Bowie.
That is the weirdest lineup. You win
Moby,
this.
it was fucking like Moby and David Bowie made sense kind of because at the time Bowie was doing more electronic type stuff.
Yeah. Psychedelic.
But the fucking Blue Man Group, like I saw them at the Charles Playhouse and it was cool because it was a small confined theater and shit. But you put them in the daylight in a giant theater and it just didn't fucking make sense, you know? And it was a good show, but Blue Man Group opening was really fucking strange.
I have seen Blue Man Group live, and they are good, but it makes no sense with Bowie at all.
Not a bit. Not a fucking bit.
I saw the Blue Man Group with my wife. I was, 2013 or something, and it was like the only thing that happened at the event, and it was like, I don't know, it was Blue Man Group.
Right.
You gotta do it once, right?
Dude, so I've only seen him. I saw him the first time I saw him was at the Charles Theater in Boston. So that's their hometown or whatever. And it was a super small place. And I did a lot of acid when I was younger, like a lot of acid. So we're sitting there and like they do this thing where towards the end of the show, they have all these paper towel rolls in front of the stage and in back of the stage. And they pull them out and they put them out of the audience. And, you know, basically by the middle of this last song, you're covered in paper towels and it's like you're pulling them from the front, pushing them towards the back. And I was fucking like, I didn't know what the fuck end was up. I felt like I was having a flashback. Like it was really fucking strange, man. That was a rough thing. And all of a sudden, next thing you know, the paper towels are all gone because they're all in one spot. And the Blue Man Group's up on stage taking a bow and the music's off. And it was just, I was like, holy fuck. I felt like I was literally going through a flashback. It was the strangest fucking thing.
Oh my God.
The scariest, almost disorienting live show I've been to where I was like not sober was Portal. That was not a good band to see when you're really messed up.
Those guys are fucking fast.
Yeah, and the what's his name? The caretaker, the huge 6 foot something dude, came out with a clock on his head and held like those weird tentacle gloves out. And I was like, "What is happening?"
Yeah, those guys are fucking insane. Jesus.
I can't say I've seen any weird lineups, but I can imagine some, like Mr. Lifto opening for the Spice Girls. I think that would be pretty cool.
What the fuck is Mr. Lifto?
I don't know, but I'm gonna find out tonight.
Is he a He-Man character?
No, he's a chap, right? And he uses his genitals for lifting things.
Oh boy.
like weights and that sort of thing.
Genitals.
Eric, you and move out of my way so I can get out of here.
Yeah, the weirdest lineup I've seen was I saw Obituary live and they're playing Cause of Death in full, the whole album, start to finish. And they chose this 2-man punk band from my city that wore Borat mankinis and played political songs about dolphins. And it was like the weirdest choice I have ever seen. It made no sense for Obituary whatsoever. Like dude, it's Obituary. You can have like any of the death metal bands in town. There's so much like good extreme metal here, and they chose those guys. It was a really weird choice.
Oh, that's fucking it's bizarre, dude. I just found out like Andrew WK played drums for Obituary for a little while, like on some of the tours.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like I don't even know if this is a real thing, but I was reading an article about that. I was like, holy fuck, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Wait, is this the Hard Times, the Onion? What's going on?
No, it was a real magazine. I don't know. I think it was like 1 tour or 2 tours he filled in for like over the past quite a few years. So
Wikipedia that.
Yeah, Google it, maybe. I don't know. Maybe it's wrong.
Well, maybe the two-man Borat Mankini band won a radio contest or something. And brought them the spot.
That would explain so much, because I've been like still questioning that. That was the last live show I went to last February until like last week. So it's been stuck in my brain since February, like replaying it over and over again. Like, why were they opening?
Hey, so are you guys in the Massachusetts area?
So, Brendan, I'm in the Hartford area.
Okay.
I'm in San Diego, but I moved to the US from Australia last year.
All right.
Cool.
Dude, are you going to the Ghost Inside show at the Palladium?
So isn't that the same night of another person? Like, no, wait. I feel like there's something important going on that night that should be. I want to do that, but there's something going on, right?
Sick of It All is playing at Cherry Street.
That's what I was thinking of. Yes. Like, okay, so do I want to go see Sick of It All, or do I want to like listen? I would love a Casey Strain. Like, I think it would be fucking so much fun. It would just like bring it back to like those days where like my back didn't hurt in the mornings and just like fucking right, dude. Like, let's get wrecked. Like, yeah, I don't know, man. But then it's like, do I want to go fucking sing along and like, you know, like what if they play like, you know, this like the top 10s off of friggin' Built to Last? Like what are we gonna do? Like, I don't want to miss that.
Yes, I agree. I'm going because of the fact that I've never seen Every Time I Die.
Oh, I know. So there's that too, and you're like, all right, so you know, Cherry Street Chasing is like what, like $20, and you can pay $50 to like pre-order your tickets, and it's like, I don't know. I'm gonna flip a coin and I'm gonna figure it out.
Oh man,
because I would enjoy either night, and it's not on like, it's like a weeknight each night, right?
No, it's got to be Saturday.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
I feel like it's a weeknight. Why do I feel like that? I don't know.
Saturday.
I can't fuck. Oh, if it's a Saturday, then I'm definitely gonna just flip a coin and go. I don't know. Maybe it's Every Time I Die. Yeah. Did you watch their live thing they did? And they're talking about like trying to get everything back together, and the guys like they talk to their producer, and they're like, "Hey man, what's up? Every time I drive, you know, like." Oh, it's fucking hilarious. If you haven't seen it, it was good. Yeah, they're a great band. They you know, they rip it up. Good energy.
So basically, we're coming up to like the time limit for the podcast that we do. So I just want to say, obviously, thanks for coming on the show to both you guys. But before we wrap up, is there any like last minute things people should check out or keep an eye out for? Anything people should be following the next few weeks that you guys are putting out or anything like that?
Murder Monday.
That's like the worst Monday ever.
Listen to music, man. Don't matter what it is. Listen to it.
Yeah, when the Deadbolt Breaks, we've got a couple albums coming out this year, hopefully towards the late fall on Argonauta Records and Electric Talon Records. And then we're going to be at the Maryland Doom Festival, October 29th. We got a couple of small shows locally in Connecticut in between then, so you can check them out on our Facebook and all that.
Awesome. Thanks. And anything from Afghan Haze?
Hey, just keep listening, keep playing, have a good time, man. It's all.
Yeah, we're doing the Churchburn show in September. A couple stuff like throughout that. I don't know.
That's gonna be a good show.
Yeah, 9:25. I'm going to that. Like, oh yeah, I'm excited.
Remember, booze, weed, Satan.
Yeah.
That's all you need. Booze, weed, Satan.
That's all we know.
And then obviously just like keep an eye out for those EPs you guys talked about, right?
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
What's that, dude?
Your EP?
Oh yeah. Burn Offering.
Yeah.
The new one coming up. It's coming. Next couple months we'll be jumping in the studio. It's coming, man. It's coming.
Nice.
Awesome. All right. Well, thanks for taking the time and having a chat with us. It was like an hour and a half of your time, so we appreciate it.
Hell yeah,
Thank you for having us. We appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely.
No worries.
Thanks, guys.
And good luck with the upcoming albums. Hope they turn out great.
I guess you really will.
It was nice, like, hanging with you guys tonight, virtually or whatever. You know?
Rock and roll,
Yeah,
motherfuckers.
you guys
Rock
sounded
and
fucking
roll.
like so good the other night. Fucking Charlie was playing really good bass to you guys. So
Thanks, man. Hey, we need to do more shit together.
yeah,
I'll reach out to you guys because we got a show in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania on the 30th of October. So I'm not sure if you guys would be interested in that or not.
probably.
All right. I'll reach out to John. We'll talk.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, man.
All right, guys.
Oh yeah.
All right. Thanks, everyone. And thanks to everyone who listened tonight. And see you next time.
Thank you.
All right.